The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing games are missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, some pretty interesting news. This is news that I really didn't expect to hear anything about. And I'm a little late on this, so bear with me if you already heard the news. But this is just my opinion. This is just my take on the matter. It was reported via Fight Hub, shout out to Fight Hub, that Leo Santa Cruz, yes, Leo Santa Cruz, he wants a rematch against Gervonta Tank Davis. Now, listen, I was there. I had the privilege and the honor to be one of the few thousand people in attendance, with social distancing, of course, in San Antonio. And that wasn't, as you guys saw on TV, if you watched it, that wasn't no regular uppercut that Gervonta Davis hit Leo Santa Cruz with. That was a career-changing uppercut. He put the fear of God into Leo Santa Cruz with the uppercut. He took his soul. He hit him like he hit him like he said something bad about his mother and didn't apologize. So for him to ask for a rematch sounds a bit foolish, but let's get into what he actually said verbatim, because I think that would be best. Leo Santa Cruz said in regards to a potential rematch with Gervonta Davis, I quote, "The fight with Gervonta was good, but I got caught. I don't take anything away from Tank Davis, but I think that if the fight would have gone 12 rounds, I think I would have won the fight. So, I'm going to ask for the rematch. I'm going to ask the rematch, and hopefully they give it to me. And if not, we're going to look for another fight." Now, nothing too outlandish in his quotes there. It's pretty straightforward, pretty direct stuff. He feels like he fought well enough in that fight to, give himself a good chance to win, and then he got caught with a good shot. And that is boxing. Sometimes you are fighting a good fight. Sometimes you are holding your own in the exchanges, and even in some cases winning the exchanges. And it just doesn't go your way. You need a fighter that knows how to find the right shot and pick the right shot and execute the right shot at the right time and get you out of there. And that's what Gervonta Davis did. It was a punch that has a great chance of going down as a knockout of the year. It's definitely in the top 3 most devastating knockouts of 2020. But as far as the rematch goes, look, with the utmost respect for Leo Santa Cruz, because all I can do is respect Leo Santa Cruz. To see him go in there and fight Tank the way he did in the early stages of that fight, and hold more than hold his own. I really came away with some respect for Leo Santa Cruz, because, to be honest with you, Gervonta probably should have got him out there a little earlier, but he showed heart, he showed great, he showed tenacity, and he showed that he was up for the fight. And I feel like, Leo Santa Cruz doesn't need to go in there again and fight the one, because that wasn't Gervonta Davis he fought. He fought the one, and I was telling you guys that this fight against Leo was going to be not the return, not just Gervonta Davis returning to the ring, but the return of the one. And for those of you who don't know the difference between Gervonta Tank Davis and the one, it's the same person, but in the ring it's two different people. And the one is always delivering sensational performances. Now, I'm not against this fight, because I did enjoy the first fight, and I was there, so I probably enjoyed it a little bit more than most people. Obviously for Tank, the big fights for him are going to be fights like, obviously Teofimo Lopez, Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia. These are the main fights people want to see. And then obviously, aside from that, we've heard names like Michelle Rivera thrown around. We've heard Rolando Romero's name thrown around. We've heard all kinds of names thrown around in relation to Gervonta Davis. But in the event that none of those names could get secure, I would like this fight. I wouldn't mind it. Scratch that. I don't want to say I like this fight, because I feel like when a fighter gets knocked out as badly as Leo did, a rematch really isn't warranted, because we've already experienced like the highest of highs. We're not going to experience a greater high than we did in the first fight. And there's honestly no way, no matter how good of a fight it is, there's no way that the second fight can top the first fight, and how the first fight ended and the conclusion of the first fight. So I feel like the best thing to do for not just the career of Leo, but also the career of Gervonta Davis, is to move forward. Leo, I'm not sure what his plans are, but he can still go be a good fighter at 130 or 126 and make some waves there. Leo Santa Cruz always comes to fight. He throws lots of punches. He's never in a boring fight. He's not afraid of any man, as you saw when he stepped up to the plate and fought Gervonta Davis. So I really see it as, honestly, I see it as a waste of time. Now, the only way I think this fight could work, and this is the only way I think this fight could work, I think Gervonta Davis, Leonard Ellaby, Mayo the Promotions, Al Heyman, all parties involved, they got to show willingness to try to make these big fights happen. You know, stop putting this very talented fighter in a witness protection program and put him in there against the elites, the top of the top, the creme de la creme, the best of the best, your Teofimo Lopez's, you know, your guys like that, your Ryan Garcias. Because those are ultimately the fights that are going to make Gervonta Davis not just a star in boxing, but to transcend the sport of boxing and become the megastar that we know he all has the potential to be. So the only way this fight's going to work is if we see honest attempts from Showtime, from Al Heyman, from PBC, to make those fights happen, and this is a last resort type of thing. And then, even when it's a last resort, they can't put it on pay-per-view because there's no way that they're gonna even come close to doing what they did the first fight in the second fight, because people already know what happened in the first fight. And so I think they did about 200,000 buys, and I don't think they would crack that in a second fight. So that would have to be a regular Showtime fight. And because Gervonta Davis is who he is and Leo is who he is, there's no way on God's green earth that both those fighters are going to fight on free Showtime. It's not happening. So that's my take on the matter. This isn't a Carl Frampton situation where it was a close fight and it warranted a rematch. This was a conclusive result. It was possibly a career and a life-altering result for Leo Santa Cruz, as he was hit with a Mike Tyson-esque uppercut in the Alamo Dome, and it's going to be part of Gervonta Davis' highlight reel for life. So, it is what it is. You call it a shot, that's boxing, but I don't think this deserves a rematch. You guys let me know what you think in the comments down below. Make sure you take the time to subscribe, and like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys.